Hi, Miss Marley. It's good to see you.
That's very helpful.
Have something for you.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share up. Come, let's get together. From love and be love. From the bliss out to the turn out. From the pampered to the abused. This door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. God of us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. How are you this morning? Great. It's nice to see everybody. I'm Reverend Tracy and delighted to have you here with us. Sit down, Marlon. We love you. It's so exciting. It's all good. It's all good. What we know is that this is a community of joy and love and laughter. Apparently, I heard in the back row. We're doing good. We're doing great this morning. I want to say hello to our friends online. Everybody wave. We're so glad you're with us. And we know that wherever you are on your spiritual path, you will find something here for you, to support you, to love you, to just let you know that we're here for you. So thank you all for coming and playing with us this morning. Our practitioner on the platform looks a lot like a minister, right? It's not really right. That's because all Science of Mind ministers are also practitioners. She'll do our opening prayer and a reading, and is also available after service if you'd like a little prayer support. That's something that we all do very well here. So tap any of our practitioners on the shoulder afterwards, and they'll be happy to offer you some spiritual support. Or you can also put in a written request in the back. There's a request form and a box in the back that goes to the practitioners, and they pray on that all week. Or if you think of something after you leave, you can leave us a confidential message on our phone line. So anytime, anywhere, just ask, and we all say yes to prayer, always. All right, we've got some great music this morning, too. We've got Jeff on the keyboards. And we welcome back the woman with the voice, Tina Meeks. So we're going to start with a congregational song. I'm going to invite you all to stand. We're going to sing Spirit is in this place. The words are in your bulletin.
Come with
overextended clapping. And take it right inside. I invite you to just take a breath and close your eyes and feel that joy settle into your heart space. Oh, for it is here that we remind ourselves of what is true, what is real, what remains. And right here, right now, we remember the truth that you and I in spirit are all one.
And remembering this one is knowing this one is feeling this one is right here, right now. Spirit is in this place, Spirit is in with each one of us. As we come together, it just flows all over everywhere, in wisdom and in joy, in that sense of belonging, in that sense of the many in one. For each of us is unique. Each of us is like a different flower in that big pot of flowers. I think it's so beautiful. So we come here to just fill up for the week. Share that love that we have with each other, that understanding, that knowing of each other. And so we just see there is total gratitude for this room, for this building, for Reverend Tracy, for Tina, for Jeff, for each other, ourselves getting us here. And in that joy, in that sense of belonging, in that gratitude, we begin this morning. So it is 7 days. So my reading today is from a book called Noble Purpose by Barry Kiernan. And there's a couple of excerpts that talk to our topic of today. When he's talking about claiming who you are and what is yours and what your purpose is, he said, when you are inspired in the flow of inspired claiming yourself, you accomplish more than you ever imagined you could. And he goes on to say in the Noble Purpose that this is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, the being a force of nature. And George Bernard Shaw also adds, life is no brief candle to me. It is a sort of splendid torch, which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to fellow generations. And in that claim, he also says, in this space of the flow, you receive the gift of synchronicity. He talks about the rice paddies that are literally uprooted from their safe, secure waterbeds where they lay fallow and placed on an arid soil of 2 or 3 days to dry. The rice paddy seedlings experience a threat to their existence if they are forced to cling to life in the hot sun. But later, when replanted, the seedlings powerfully generate roots in the soil. This process yields 8 to 10 times as much rice than allowing plants to grow undisturbed. The message here is, create space for your feelings of being disconnected or uprooted. The challenge is not to invalidate yourself or others or your noble purpose. Know that this arid space is far more mysterious and nurturing than you may immediately appreciate. Even the resulting discomfort and dissonance is generative. Respect it. Give yourself a break. Relax. Noble purpose requires the full spectrum of human experience, including the feeling of being removed from the noble purpose. With attention and intention, extraordinary noble purpose will emerge at the appointed time. Now, our wonderful theory is
see everybody. I'm singing a song that I love, that's written by.
Oops, sorry, please carry on.
I got something going on here. Anyway, Indy Ari, great songwriter and wonderful soul. I'm singing this song and I give her honor and her just credit for having written such a lovely song. Okay.
I met a prophet, as dark as the night. She could see into my soul. Said she'd been watching and had some advice. She said shadows make you whole. A life without pain is a wolf in sheep's clothes. So if you listen to the message that it holds, you'll find the gold. Child, it's time to break the shell. Life's gonna hurt, but it's meant to be felt. You cannot touch the sky from inside of yourself. You cannot fly until you break the shell. Well, I can remember when I was a child, how the grown folks seem so crazy. Why are they so angry? Why are they so loud? And when I grow up, there's never ever gonna be me. That was the moment that I decided that I would build a wall just shy of 6 feet tall, too high to fall. Typical child, it's time to break the shell. Life's gonna hurt, but it's meant to be felt. You cannot touch the sky from inside of yourself. You cannot fly until you break the shell. Oh, courage is not being hard. No, it's time to peel back all of the layers you put between who you're meant to be and who you are. Oh, who you are. Just go be who you are. So much disappointment to finally understand that there's no such thing as perfect. We're all simply doing the best that we can, and we have a choice to live or finally be alive. Go live your life, it's time to break the shell. Life's gonna hurt, but it's meant to be felt. You cannot touch the sky from inside of yourself. You cannot fly until you break the shell. It's time to break the shell. Life's gonna hurt, but it's meant to be felt. You cannot touch the sky from inside of yourself. A bird cannot fly until it breaks the shell. Well, do with these words what you will. Now it's time to be for real. 'Cause you'll be stuck on the ground until you finally break the shell.
Wow, candle today for authenticity, for being real, for truly living our best life. Our main quote for today is from Rajneesh, and it says, "Respect your uniqueness and drop comparison. Relax into your being." So I invite you all to think about that. So the talk today is titled "There's No Comparison." And I want to start with a little example. Let's see. Graham, how tall are you?
5'11".
5'11". You're taller than I am. That's a fact. The question is, what do I make it mean? He's taller than I am. You know, studies have shown that human nature says that taller people are more intelligent and have more authority. You know that presidential candidates stand on a little podium so they're all the same height for the cameras, right? We are hardwired to think that the prettiest person is the best mate. That's biology. Lucky for us, we have consciousness. We have a mind that can think, and we can decide if that's actually true or not. Graham is smarter than I am, but I have more authority. Just saying. Yeah. So we compare in this world because we need to keep things organized. I mean, it helps to know if you need less salt in a recipe as opposed to more salt in a recipe. The results speak for themselves. So we use this relationship, how things are in relationship to each other, in order to stay organized, in order to know what's safe and what's not, in order to know how to move through our lives. But the meaning that we give the comparison is subjective. That is opinion. The problem is, what do we make it mean? Do I really think that there's an issue with Graham being taller than I am somehow threatening me and my authority? First of all, I don't have any authority except for who I am. You have the same authority for who you are. But if I carry an idea that says that someone is better than I am because they are faster or taller or perceived to be smarter, or that I am better than someone else because I have more money than they do, or I'm taller, because here's the thing, there will always be someone taller than you and shorter than you, faster than you and slower than you, have more money than you and have less money than you. There are very few people at the pinnacle of anything. And being the best at something is not necessarily the way we become our best selves. Because really, what we want is not to be only good in relationship to someone else. What we want is to be transformed and expanded and uplifted in ourselves, in our uniqueness. There is a place for comparison, right? We use it, like I said, to keep things organized. We use it in competition, right? The whole reason for running a track and field event is to see if you are the fastest or the best. It's just that in Western culture, we make everything a competition. And that hurts us. Because what happens is we internalize the message that we didn't win, even if we were second place. So I have an example of that. So, you know Pat Rose, and she takes part in local races. So people from different schools or different clubs all come and race against each other. And when you're racing in a boat of 8 people against other organizations, there are certain rules applied, like age groups are kept together. There's a handicap used if a boat has an older average age as opposed to younger, to kind of even the playing field, okay? So she was in a competition and medaled. They got 3rd place. This is a big deal. So she, of course, shared that great news with our friend, the barista at Starbucks, who, of course, knows us personally because we're there all the time. And unfortunately for Pat, Jessica's response was, "Oh, you came in 3rd? Well, you'll do better next time." And Pat said it was so unexpected from our friend, I mean, not just a friend, that she almost didn't know how to respond. And it comes not from malice or anything, it's just a lack of understanding. So she told me about this. I went to Starbucks later that day and said, hey Jess, let me tell you about this race that my girl medaled in. She's racing against national rowers. You know, people on the national team. You know, people that used to be Olympians or former Olympians. I said, so to place third from her little Long Beach club is a big ass deal. And she went, oh, she said, I didn't know. I didn't have the perspective. I didn't have the context. I didn't realize what it meant to come in third and how great of a thing that was, because in our Western culturated mind, if you're not first, you're a loser. Right? So they made all that better. They're good now. So competition is a valid use of comparison. But you have to decide what it means when you're not with the gold medal and you're not in the top position. So in the Women's Professional Basketball League, WNBA, Sue Bird is retired now, but one of the best players of all times. It's just for you, Jeff. She talked about losing one championship season. And she said, of course it was disappointing to lose the championship game. She said, but I learned more in that year than I did from all of our wins. And here's the thing. She didn't go inside to, I'm a loser. We lost, I'm a loser. She went to, what can I do, what can we do to learn, to improve our skills, to get even better, to expand who we are. And they came back and won the next year. So you see this idea of comparing, really, if we use it in a healthy way, it's how can I be better from this? What can I learn from this experience? What's here for me to know in this seemingly destructive process, or this race I just lost miserably, if that's how I want to put it? Not to take it internally and make ourselves wrong. Because we get into trouble when we use comparison against ourselves. And let's be honest, most of the time when we compare ourselves to someone else, we come up short. Not just shorter, but short. Right? So Cameron Diaz, actor Cameron Diaz, she says, comparison is a brutal assault upon oneself. Once you compare yourself to someone else, what you're really saying is that what you're made of isn't good enough. Well, that will take the life right out of you, won't it? It'll slow you down completely. It makes a lot of people give up. It makes a lot of people not try what their heart is calling them to do or to be. So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and go within. And ask yourself, where in your life do you feel like you come up short? Where in your life do you have that sense that you're just not making it, or you're just not good enough, or it's just not worth it? And ask yourself, who says so? Whose voice is that? And now ask yourself, are you doing your best on any given day? Are you doing what you can? And then think about, what is it that will shift you out of that spiral? What is said, or what happens, or what do you find encouraging, or who do you find supportive that lifts you out of that place of judgment? And then take a breath and come back into the room. And let me ask you, what do you say instead? What do you say to yourself when you realize that this is going on? What helps shift it for you? What do you say? Or do you just sit there? What's that?
Choose newly.
Choose newly. Make a new choice. What else?
I think you just have to let it go.
Have to let it go. Yeah.
What can I control and what can I set aside?
What can I control and what can I set aside? Yeah. doesn't make mistakes. And we are that stuff, right? So, the key, I think, to letting go, because I do agree letting go is the process, but for most of us, in order to let it go, you have to replace it with something else. We're not good at just not thinking about something, right? Don't think about what you're doing this afternoon. No, don't go there. You're not there yet. Don't think about it. We have to replace it with something. So if we have something we go to that reminds us of the greater truth, which is that in any given situation, if we're doing our best, that is what we can do, that's enough. Which means I'm enough. Which means you've got to say that more than once in order for it to stick, because whatever told you you weren't enough was repeated over and over and over again, and probably for the longest time, just you repeating it to yourself over and over again. Because we wear these little grooves in our brains. And that little minecart just runs along them all the time unless we switch the track. Miguel Ruiz, the son of Don Miguel Ruiz of the Four Agreements fame, he says, your best is going to change from moment to moment. It'll be different when you're healthy as opposed to sick. You go against yourself when you judge or blame yourself for anything. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Because the truth is, when we tell ourselves we're not enough, or we fall into the feeling of helplessness and hopelessness, and we don't have what it takes to keep moving forward, we are doing a disservice to ourselves, and we're also ignoring the part of our teaching in Science of Mind that says we are made of divinity. We are human and divine. That the Spirit's expression in life is us, and therefore we can't, as we said, make mistakes in the sense that we are not a mistake. We're not a mistake. No one is. Now, Holmes calls us the divine original. So we're unique. He's talking about individualized spirit in and as us, right? We're all different. Everything is different from each other, even though we share a unified life. We are a divine original. Now, I don't think I should argue with the fact that I'm a divine original. I think that divinity part of me knows better than my ego self that wants to keep me safe and confined, which is another word for restricted, which is another word for telling me I'm not enough to go out into the world. I don't have the creativity, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the funds, I don't have really? All of life has been given to us. All of life, it's already there. It's open to us. The only thing that keeps us from the infinite potential that we are, from the possibilities that exist before us, is our own thinking. The patterns of our thinking that have brought us to this point can still be changed, right? So even if at this point in your life you haven't, whatever was on your list, I haven't seen the world, I'm not CEO of a company, I don't drive a Ferrari, whatever your thing was, it's not too late, right? Go like this. It's not too late. We know it's not too late. I forget her name, but some little lady graduated with her master's degree at like 95. Come on, people. Although I have to say my favorite is the 90-plus-year-old bodybuilder who wins all of her competitions. You know why? Because there's nobody in the class competing against her. I don't care. It still counts. You gotta know. So Baryshnikov says, I really reject the kind of comparison that says, oh, he's the best. This is second best. There's no such thing. When we express the authentic self that we are, when we follow our passion, no matter how poorly we perform, when we are in the flow of who we are called to be, that is an artistic expression of life. There is no best and second best. There might be matters of opinion. There might be some bar that's out there that we're supposed to meet. But you know what? If your performance, if your efforts, if your production, if your expression comes from your heart, then you are being your best self. Because nobody can do you but you. And we don't need another, how's that song go? Hero. Right? So we've got the playing field all to ourselves when it comes to being our best, when it comes to supporting ourselves in truth, when it comes to being the place where we ourselves know that we are in a right place, doing our best, expressing life, and being a presence, a gift to the world. Nobody can take that from us. And if you think about your strange and wonderful circle of friends and family, right? There's a few wonderfuls, there's a few strangers, or strangely acting people. When you think about the circle of people that surround you, they're all different than you are, right? You may have some things in common, there's things you enjoy doing together, but you don't need to be the same, and you don't need to be better than them in order to know that you're good, because you already are. So, it's important for us to know what's important to us. Like, what do you value? What is fun for you? What do you love to do? And if you can't think of anything that you love to do, what did you used to love to do? What was your 5-year-old self so happy about in the world? Mud pies. What else? Batman. Yeah, the cape was cool, huh? Anybody else? Running. What was that? Who else? What'd you do? Singing. Dancing. There we go. Yeah, I like wooden blocks. Wooden blocks, the smell of them, the stackability of them, the way they fit in your little 5-year-old hands. Yeah, Lincoln Blocks, Tinker Toys, right? So, that feeling is what reminds us that just as we are more than enough. We didn't expect to be able to build the Empire State Building out of Lincoln Logs. We just played with them. And when we played with them, we created something out of our own imagination, which is always the inspiration of spirit. That's where the ideas come from that do everything we see. Everything we see. Stephen Covey, he's not on my list. He had a great quote. Apparently I got excited and deleted it. Let's see. You know, I have like 30 quotes and I trim it down for you, so I'm not just saying other people's words. The general idea was that if we know what we value and we act with integrity, we will not only know that what we do is enough, but it will actually bring us peace. It's not about meeting some arbitrary standard out there as much as it is knowing ourselves and showing up authentically. So we have to stay aware. We have to pay attention to that voice in our heads and ask if it's encouraging or discouraging us. Ask if what's being said inside is name-calling or actually supportive. Ask ourselves if we're stopping ourselves from doing something because we don't think we can do it well enough, or if we're just having fun with it. Because we really are meant to have fun. I do have the quote from Wayne Dyer that I'd like to close with. He says, the ego promotes turmoil because it wants to substantiate your separateness from everyone, including God. It will push you in the direction of judgment and comparison and cause you to insist on being right and being best. You know your highest self by listening to the voice that only wants you to be at peace. And that is what I wish for you, that you find yourself at peace and power. Namaste. Now, I invite you to join me in a moment of centering. Breathing into that heart space. Seeing that divine spark within yourself. And letting that spark flare up and fill you with light. The light that you already are. The warmth that you already express. That place of the heart that knows only love, only peace, untouched by the outside world. The place that knows the real you. The 5-year-old, the dancer, the singer, the artist. The one that knows the real you, that values friendship and integrity and compassion. That place within you that is the reality of you only wanting to be expressed. And knowing that the presence of life is always an expression of love. And that life is my life. That life is the life of everyone here. I speak my word for the perfect expression of each authentic self. Seeing this colorful tapestry of life woven together with everyone's ideas, imagination, and skills, everyone's encouragement and enjoyment of each other, allowing for the diversity, welcoming the differences, living from curiosity and appreciation, not only for what is outside of us, but especially for what is within us. For it is here that we find our true power. Here that we find we are able to live the lives we are meant to live. And for this I am grateful. So grateful for the divine spark in everyone I meet, and for my ability to recognize it. To see the differences as something wondrous. To see the places in myself that are shadowy or hidden, and to bring light, and to know that healing happens. To offer that to those I meet. For this, I'm grateful. And I know that in appreciating life, I am releasing it into law, allowing the universe to come forth with even more examples of just how enough we are. But when it is the truth, and when it is God, it cannot be denied. And so it is. All right, I invite you to join me in our affirmation. If you will repeat after me, please. I am an individualized expression of life. There is no one else like me. I am a divine original. And so it is. All right, let's invite Tina back up to rock and roll us a little bit more.
I'm still like in that state of being a child. I kept thinking about this image I had of my mother when I was a really little child, and I would play at this playground that was close to our home. And she would come and get me, and I remember that image. Thank you for bringing this up. I thought about that. But I remember the love, like she came to get her daughter. Now that I look back on that, I just feel that overwhelming sense of love. So this song I'm going to sing is all about opening up your heart to that love that we have. Our mothers loving us, our fathers, our aunts, uncles, whoever they were. And I love you. Let's just love on each other while we're here, all right? Okay, let's go, Jeff.
ushers to come forward. We might have to come with a different song today. We need a faster song to be appreciative of all that we give and receive. Because what we know is this is simply an expression of love. How we come together in community, support this community, and make it possible not only for us to continue, but for us to spread the light. So know with me and say with me our prosperity affirmation, if you will. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I Yes. Okay, so let's see what's going on today. We have beautiful flowers, thanks to Betty Francis this morning. Yes. Are you shaking your head now? Did you do that? Did you remember doing that? Yes. Oh, well, you know what? Whoever gave them to us, thank you, and we'll look it up on the list, and that's the person who can take them home. That's just fine. What I do know, Betty, is that you give flowers often, so thank you anyway for all the times you give, even if it's not today. Hi, Monty.
He's like, I did.
Monty's like, is it time for snacks yet?
He knows it's getting close.
Yes, we all know it's time for snacks.
Did take any friends?
Yeah. All right, so a couple things happening. Saturday, March 21st at 1 o'clock here in the chapel, we have Reiki. And we have a workshop and a speaker at the Unity service, which immediately follows ours next Sunday on the 22nd. The workshop is called The Bulletproof Spirit, and it's an afternoon that we're spending with Azim Khamisa. He is the radical forgiveness speaker. He's the one, you may know his story. His son was killed while he was delivering pizza. And this father went to the father of the boy who did the shooting and said there are 2 victims here. And those 2 men have worked together over the years to create a foundation that speaks to and teaches radical forgiveness and what that means and how that heals. So he will be doing the talk at the Unity service on Sunday, right following our service on Sunday, and then at 2:30 in the afternoon, he is doing a workshop. The suggested donation is $20, and it should be just delightful, informative, and moving. He's a very powerful speaker. If you want to check him out, you can find him on TED Talks and a bunch of other places. So there is a flyer on the back table if you'd like to take the information with you. I encourage you to do that. Also on the back table, we have an interest sheet if you would like to take a foundations class teaching about the science of mind principles in a more personal way. If you put your name on the list, we're going to wait till we have enough people, and then we'll have a conversation about when we might have that class, whether it's daytime or evening, what day of the week, and so forth. But we'd love to offer an opportunity for you to just take a little deeper dive in what we teach on Sunday morning. So that's one opportunity for you. The other thing I want to announce, actually I have 2 more things. I've been invited to speak at the Upland Interfaith Council next Tuesday night, which is St. Patrick's Day. So if you're not out drinking green beer and you would like to learn something about science of mind, this Interfaith Council in Upland, they have a monthly Conversations About God presentation that they do. It's an hour long. It's from 6 to 7 at the Upland Library. There's a flyer on the back table. I don't know that I'll be saying anything you all don't already know because we talk about this every week. But the group is always interested in learning about different philosophies and different faiths. So that's what I'll be doing, is presenting that to them. And you all are invited. Also, Saturday, March 21st at 3 p.m. Those of you that know Veronica Silva, she was a practitioner here for quite some Saturday at the Seal Beach Church, the Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living in Seal Beach. You're all invited. She wanted anybody to know, who knew her, to know that they were invited to come and celebrate with them. And that is at 3 o'clock on Saturday the 21st. And I have the address if anybody would like it. And what else? Anything else? Yes, Nikki.
One more thing, today is,
Yeah, that's where Jeff was gonna do.
oh,
Hit it.
I forgot.
Birthday.
we're on the same page.
Birthday.
It's
It's Ricky, it's Ricky, it's Ricky.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ricky. Happy birthday to you.
Alright, anything else?
44.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, I think we should stand up and sing some more. Let's move to the edges and sing it to Eddie Watkins Jr.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I love you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, every walk of life, every walk of life, every freedom of life, every freedom of life. We should be unite.
Also, is this the right date?
Yes, it's a Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday, the 17th. I said Tuesday, it said Wednesday on there, but it's Tuesday.
Okay, and then your picture?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
And then also, what was her name?
It's Veronica Silva. Let me get it.
Veronica Silva.
Here's the, that's the flyer for this announcement.
Okay,
Veronica Silva, S-I-L-V-A.
okay.
So it's Reverend Veronica Silva. Okay.
Also, Unity was asking if I would be available. But also they asked about using this area too for next Sunday.
For next Sunday. I would think so. It needs to go through Reverend Mary.
Okay.
Because she kind of keeps the buildings and grounds stuff more or less organized, and they pay us rent, so I don't think it's an issue. And the fact that you would be doing it means, nobody else would mess with the stuff. The only time it might be an issue is on our board meeting days, because we have a board meeting right after service, and we will not be done before they start.
Okay.
So there's one week a month where it might not be available for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let them know.
Yeah, so they'll have to work something out. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about it for sure.
What time was our board meeting?
Normally, we started at 12,
Okay.
but they started their service at 12:30, right?
Yeah.
So that third Sunday, or fourth Sunday of the month might be an issue for their sound, unless you want to train one of their people to do it. But yeah, okay. I hear you.
Talking to these guys, and then try to send it out to leaders and stuff.